Before I joined 12 by 12, I mostly wrote for adults. I wrote narrative essays for online magazines. I was a blogger. I wrote some poetry and also some tech content freelance work. And it was around 2015 when I started to take writing for children a little bit more seriously. It was always a goal in the back of my mind, but that was the year that I thought, I think I really want to make this happen. And at that point, I would scribble ideas down in notebooks and I would jot down drafts of stories or fragments or little bits of stories here and there in my free time, but I didn't set aside dedicated time to work on writing for children until I joined 12 by 12. My first year in 12 by 12 was a huge personal success for me because I'll be honest, it was the only year that I've ever actually completed the 12 drafts in 12 months challenge. Not that I consider the other years to not be success. They have been successes in different ways. But that first year I wrote 18 drafts. And that was huge for me. It was that like moment where I stopped just talking about the thing and thinking about the thing and actually doing the thing. And I'm a firm believer that it takes a lot of drafts to get to something good, to get to something where there's really like a spark of an idea that's worth publishing. And so I think I needed that. I think I needed that large pile of manuscripts, many of which are still in the proverbial drawer and will probably stay there in order to build the body of work that I needed to find an agent. I found my first picture book critique group through 12 by 12, and we're still together today. When we first formed our group, we were scattered all over the globe. Actually, we were in 4 different countries, so we called ourselves the Globe Jotters. Now most of us are back in the United States, but we still work together online, and also we're just there to support one another through the ups and downs of this career. Everyone in the group is published in some form, and when we first started, none of us were published in children's literature, and that was back in 2016. So I credit 12 by 12 with finding that group of people early on. That has just been such an important part of my journey. In addition to that group, and into building a body of work, my first 2 published books, which are behind me right here and here, were both formed from drafts that I wrote in that first year. They were both one of those 18 manuscripts. They look very different than they did that first year. They've been on a lot of journeys since then, but they were in that pile. So